Oh,
This is my little thingy for my...
we're live.
Oh,
Oh,
hi. With
hello.
our little coffee coaster
I
covers.
know. Yes. The great reveal.
The great reveal. Dun, dun, dun. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our show number 19. Woo woo. I'm Amy,
And I'm Michelle.
and we are Two Creative Chicks That Ride. Welcome to our show, everybody. We
Welcome.
got such a good show today.
Oh my
We
God.
really are loving doing this, and I hope you all out there are just as excited and wait for our show to come like we are, because we really have such a good time.
We do.
We
have a
really
blast.
do.
Oh
So
my
we have
God.
a great show planned for you guys today. Our show is here to educate and inspire other women around the world, here, abroad. Whether you're an owner or a passenger, enjoying the ride, that's what it's all about. So we cover all topics of discussion about the life of a female rider, riding in general.
Yeah.
No matter what you do,
Sometimes we make shit up.
just enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
It's all about enjoying yourselves in my 1980s hairstyle today. I'm just
Love
telling
it.
you.
Both
I
of
love
us.
it,
I
right?
like the ponytail going on.
Yeah, okay, so anyway, show number 19, we are going to meet our wonderful babe of the week. Her name is Michele S.
Oh.
Yes, the
Not
product
S.
highlight. I have created these amazing little blessing bags, and we talk about how you could smudge on the road. Yes,
I can't wait for that.
I love those. I love these little things that I did. And be sure, listen, I posted on Creative Chicks That Ride on Facebook, on my personal page on Facebook, The Wood Witchery, on Yankee Dave's Motorsports, and Creative Chicks That Ride. Today's spiritual spin is really cool, guys. We got a pick a card. And I'm going to do the reveal here live on my spiritual spin segment of the show. So get on and get on Facebook, YouTube, not YouTube,
Yeah.
Facebook, sorry.
Yeah. And YouTube.
And YouTube,
Yeah,
yep.
because we're on YouTube Live, so
That's right.
people can interact with us on YouTube as
Yep,
well.
so it's pick a card, 1, 2, or 3, and that's going to be fun today.
And Twitter, too.
Yay. Oh,
Twitter.
yes, and Twitter. So come by, sit back and relax. Maybe even join in the discussion. Dressing for the ride while still looking sexy. Dressing for the slide
Yeah.
while looking sexy for the ride.
We don't want to dress for the ride, and well, we could look sexy for the slide because that still would work out.
Mine would be hysterical. I'd be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. We're going to talk
We're
about
going to talk
that.
about that one. So yes, please come and join us in the discussion. I am going to, Michelle's going to pull up, and I'm going to pull up our shows since we are live now, and that's
Just
great.
make sure that you can hear us. If anybody's on, go ahead and say hi, introduce yourself. We have our
We
chat
would
stream
love
up.
that.
We can see you. We see you. We can see you if you post on Facebook, in our Creative Chicks That Ride group. We can see you if you post on YouTube. We can see you if you post on Twitter.
Yep.
We see you. And of course, Amy posts on her own and looks at any of the messages on there.
Yep, and I'm posting it live
And-
right now, so that's wonderful.
Yep, and we are live. And you'll notice today we decided we made a quick decision. So,
Can't wait.
oh my God, this is the cutest. I love it. I'm at work, but I'll try to stay tuned for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And who is this? When we look at our chats, since we've been streaming to the group, we can't actually see who you are. So,
Unfortunately, we can't, but I am going back to our live stream right now, and it's
there.
Melissa. Hi,
Yes.
Melissa.
oh yeah. So,
Melissa is my
hi, David.
son's other half, and then there's Dave.
Hi, Melissa.
Thank
Hi,
you,
son's
and
other
Sarah.
half.
Thank
See
you guys
Tuesday,
for
Dave. Yeah.
Thank you all for tuning in, and Dave's on. Yes, wonderful.
I love it. Hi, Melissa. Oh my God, that's
Hi,
Melissa.
Robin.
She's
It's
like,
got to
"I'm
be
good at
Robin
work."
that says, hi, ladies.
Yeah, I know, Robin. We know.
Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for
thanks for
joining in. We
tuning in.
appreciate it.
We really do. We could probably.
Oh, I'm going to
Yeah.
take this volume off of my phone, sorry.
It's
Usually
okay.
I mute my phone, and I didn't
forgive
do that
you.
yet. It's
Oh,
okay.
God. Whatever.
Dang it, man. Dang it.
Whatever. So we got like a fun
Oh,
show
that
today.
word,
oh my God.
whatever.
Whatever.
Oh,
Like like, oh my God, gag me with a spoon. Remember that, the 80s?
That goes into
We
another
got our
section.
80s here going
we do,
on.
yeah. We got our
so
80s
we're gonna
here,
talk like we're
whatever.
in the 80s,
Yeah.
like, oh my God. So anyway,
Hell no,
hell
I'm
to
not
the no.
going there.
I love
Not
our
happening.
topic for today. I freaking love it. And when I was researching, Amy,
Oh,
like the shit I found out blows your mind. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna get right into it because
Go
I
ahead.
am amazingly blown away that
yeah.
I'm like, here I am thinking like, listen, I see those girls that are out there and you're wearing like the short shorts or you're wearing the short skirts, and that's okay. You know what? We're individuals. We're free.
Right.
We're free people. We can
Right.
wear what we want.
Right.
But I think to myself, oh honey, oh my God, your legs, like the slide of, even at like a 15 mile an hour
Compact
small
on,
dump
right.
will tear your skin up, and you could be scarred forever, And so I'm like, look, I always wear my jeans. I tell people I'm always in my jeans.
Jeans and
because
boots,
my
man.
legs- yeah,
jeans and boots.
right?
I ride. I dress for the slide.
Yeah.
When I ride, I want to be protected. I mean, when I go in a tank top, I'm like, all right, because it's like, listen, we had 95 degrees yesterday
Yeah.
here in South Florida, and I got to tell you, it was stunningly beautiful. Right, today's 100% humidity. It's nasty out. But anyway, I always have my bottom half
Yeah.
covered.
And you think you're good because it's jeans, right?
Boots and jeans, man. I'm good.
No,
No?
you're not. Jeans, believe it or not, like jeans give you a 5-second safety coverage before they shred and hit your skin. So 5 seconds.
5 seconds. So
I was
in
like-
order to wear jeans
Yeah.
and not like get cut up completely, it's like you have to turn
Hi,
every
Sarah.
5 seconds as you're sliding. So
So
here
you
you
don't
go.
look like this.
Yeah. No.
You gotta get your legs too.
Oh, no, my legs are
As
going.
soon as you get to 5.1 second. or
1, 2, 3.
5.1
1, 2, 3.
Your,
1, 2, 3.
your skin is
Yeah,
shredded.
Shredded.
I couldn't even believe it. So
Are you
Do you
kidding?
mind if I read this?
Read it.
Like this was in my research because we Google is like our king, right?
Yeah, for real.
Queen. Maybe Google's
She's
a
our
girl.
goddess.
She's our goddess. So we Google.
I call her my
Googled
bitch,
things. So I
honestly, but go
Googled.
ahead.
I was actually Googling. I was looking for some like real gory pictures so that I could be all cocky today and be like, I wear jeans. This is what your legs will look like if you don't wear jeans. And I found like, holy shit, this is what my legs will look like even though I'm wearing jeans. So denim jeans are useless at protecting from road rash. Denim jeans are made from cotton, and cotton by itself has a poor resistance against abrasion, tearing, and impacts, right?
Wow.
The only rider protection related aspect in which cotton performs mildly okay is at not transferring as much heat energy from the slide as other materials used in real motorcycle gear. So in other words, so you have a small barrier, you know what I mean? So in the heat, right?
So it's more of a
it will
heat
break up
barrier.
the heat. Yeah, it will like break up the heat like from your
The engine to your
yeah,
thigh.
like my rear cylinder was like heating up really hot, and it actually burned through my jeans. Like it
Okay.
didn't burn the jeans, but so
Yeah,
that
yeah,
heat
yeah.
or even heat from like if you slide like from the heat
Right,
from it, right?
right, the friction,
The
heat
the
friction. Okay.
That's about it.
That's it.
At legal highway speeds, denim jeans will burst upon a rider's lower body touching the pavement. Touching the pavement.
Will burst.
So they'll burst. So you might as well have shorts on. Can you guys believe that? Like, did anybody?
I'm shocked.
Did anybody, like, please share with us, did anybody know that? Because I didn't. I was like, holy crapola.
I know.
Yeah, and then your skin is next, of course, right? And so, in other words, you have to be doing what Amy did here, continually changing your body position as
Exactly.
you slide through a tarmac in jeans. So you have to do this. If you want to avoid road rash, you got to do
Every 10 seconds. But listen, you know what's
not
funny?
a chance.
I just want to say something real quick. My son, when he came down to ride, my boys were here in January. We had a great time riding, and my son bought a pair of chaps down here because he didn't bring his, right? Because it was a tight fit. And he's like, "Mom, where's your gloves? Mom, where's your chaps? Mom's, where's this?" And I'm like, why, Joel? He's like, because you need to be prepared. If your bike goes down, you need to be protected.
Yeah.
So the entire time that my sons were here, I literally was in full leather, gloves. I mean, I couldn't find my helmet at the time, but they would have made me wear it, you know, because they're boys, they're my kids, love them. But he's like, protect your hands, protect your legs.
Yeah, because when you fall, right?
Right, always wear your vest so that your back and your sides don't get cut up. So my son wears literally dirt bike riding gloves that are made by Harley Davidson, but they have the hard knuckles and they have a hard wrist pack. So if you do go down on the slide, it protects your hands and your wrist.
So,
and they're made by Harley Davidson.
So I was even reading some other articles, which I won't really get into crazy like, but even some of the Harley Davidson clothes, like, so there's this standard, right? And I'm telling you, you're definitely protecting yourself better than if you were without.
Right.
The jean thing, I mean, like I can't even believe that. Like I'm like,
I dread putting on my jeans in the middle of 95-degree weather to take a ride on my bike.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to gear up.
It's crazy. But I mean, in my brain, like I can't wrap my head around it. I'm like, how is that not like better than shorts? But I mean, it is. It's like 5 seconds better than shorts. So maybe a little bit, right?
But you can go a long way in 5 seconds. So
there's these standards, and they're called the CEEN standards. So they're the CE standards, right? And the CE standards are made. They were created in England, right? In the 70s, I believe, and they were mainly made for professional racers, people that raced motorcycles. I was not able to find. And you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but it has like a little motorcycle on it. It's like written in, and they go through rigorous testing, you know, for these points that, like, if you're gonna fall, right? And that we're gonna look at those in just a minute so that you can see. I don't know if you'll be able to hear us with them on. So what I'll do is we'll talk about it, then we'll go over to it. That way, if you can't hear us, we'll come right back. But you'll get to see this chart. And
just
so
like the urine chart.
And Australia has this one called the Moto CAP testing. It's a regimen. I couldn't find one for America, but us Americans, like, we're kind of like, we ride around. We're
so
in Florida,
listen, if anybody, you know, from a bike shop or anywhere, if you know of an American standard riding protective gear, let us know. We would really like to look it up.
Yeah, it provides directives on how safe motorcycle jackets and pants should comply and to offer true protection, right? So then you find them like the Kevlar pants. Those are very,
I was just thinking Kevlar.
They're very high protective chaps, I'm sure. Anything leather is going to be like real leather. I rode around in like a pleather jacket, which I loved, but
yes, I do too.
It was maybe I don't know, I have to look that up, maybe 10 seconds, you know. But anyways. So whether it can be deemed protective gear or not, but then start looking around, because they do have some really sexy Kevlar pants. I saw on Facebook, which I want to try to find them. They were these cutest overalls. Oh my God, for girls, for women. They were Kevlar, but they didn't have like a waist, but they did. They kind of came in tight, but they were like all like stretchy and all that. Super sexy, you know. So I'm like, because I don't want to. I mean, I like riding. I want to be safe. But I also really, like, there's nothing, like, I mean, come on, like, how good does it feel when you're rolling, like, I can't say it enough. I probably said it 10 times when, you know, the most recent example, you know what I mean, is female ride day. You know, I rode with Dave and I rode with our friend Ron, and, you know, there's Dave's up front, Ron's behind him, I'm in the back, you know, we're at a light, and this guy comes in his truck, and he's like got his head hanging out like, you know, like puppy dog, and he's like, "What's up?" to the guys, you know, like, and then he saw me, and he's like, "Oh, hey," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm a sexy bitch on a bike."
Damn right we are. That's right.
I had my helmet on, so hopefully you'll get to see that. But you know what I mean. But so we want to look sexy. How do we do that? How do we do both?
Well, you know, I would definitely look into that women's Kevlar, right? There's really beautiful women's leather jackets out there. They do make super beautiful women's leather gloves. So I don't know, like, I'm sure it depends on the thickness of the leather, how long it will protect you. I also know of people who have been in full leather and had it rip apart upon impact on a slide. And even not even on concrete, but on the beach. And that's got to be even worse. The sand has to be even
Yeah.
worse because, you know, we live in South Florida and we are able to drive on the beaches down here.
Yep. And you
You
don't
know?
have to be going fast.
No.
I mean,
Let me
maybe
s-
fast for the leather. Maybe.
I'm sorry, but it just reminds me of when I first got my bike. I didn't have to be going anywhere, and I would go boop.
Like the
And I'd be
fainting
like,
goat?
Yeah, like the fainting goat, boom, at a light. I mean, it happened quite a few times. I mean, but still, that's what it reminded me of. You don't have to be going fast to get, you know, to wipe out, man.
That's true. It's
I
so
don't do
true.
that anymore, guys. Just saying now. My friends are confident enough in my riding that, you know, we could ride tandem together and they're not like, well, let me get away from her.
Get away from Amy. I have not witnessed that with you. I think you had
Yeah.
gotten that all out of the way. by
I
the time
did
you
very
started riding
quickly.
together.
Yeah. But it's amazing that, you know, all this time, my whole life I've been around bikes.
Mhm.
My
Same here.
whole life I've been
Yeah,
around
same here.
bikers.
Same here.
And we always thought that the jeans would protect us.
Yeah.
Jeans and boots.
Yep.
Now listen, I have been riding with capris a little bit, right? So that's mid-calf pants.
Yep.
But I have my high boots on. So once in a blue, I think I did like sneakers in the capris. But the engine's
Did it
so
feel
hot.
weird?
Yes. And the engine's very hot, so when you go to get on the brake, you're like, you really got to be careful on how you maneuver your foot.
It's like riding bow-legged a little
Yeah,
bit. You know?
yeah. And
You can't see that, but I got my legs like this.
I'm not even gonna go there. I love you.
I'm gonna open the door and peek because I just
heard Dave
you
F
just
you
heard
too,
like a
please.
scream
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Well, let's make sure that he's okay.
Please.
I'll be right back.
We're just gonna
Let's-
peek,
We'll
though,
give you a
'cause he's
peek
really
of
busy
the.
today.
You may not be able to hear us, but these are the impact areas, and you can see like the shaded areas, what's most impacted and what's not. So if you can't hear us, just study it for a minute, and we will be back after this commercial break. Maybe.
See, it does have a penis. I told you it had.
You can hear a little bit.
You listen. So Michelle shows me this picture of impact areas, right? Front, back, and all that. And when I see the picture on our show, on our format that we upload everything on the screen with, I said, Michelle, the picture has a penis. She's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, yes, it does. It goes right down between your legs. And it sure does. Everyone else agree with me. So there's zero protection for the penis area. That is in zone 4, no protection.
No penis protection going on here. Good thing we don't have penises.
Right, and plastic doesn't work. No use on wrapping up
I'm
before you get on the bike, guys.
I'm kind of glad that I can't read this.
I
I
can't.
can't even
It
focus.
says use device
I think I hit the
times
wrong thing.
lapse. Okay.
Audio input, right? No.
Audio sound. Well, we still have volume. If y'all can hear us, that's
Yeah.
fine. They can hear us because I see our words coming up on the restream.
They go.
No,
So
no.
okay, so here we go. Let's take turns.
Oh, jeepers. Okay.
So I'm gonna give you zone 4 because that's the penis area.
Oh, thanks.
Which means
I love
you
that.
would have to start with zone 1.
Okay. So zone 1 must have impact protectors and need to last 4 seconds on the Cambridge abrasion machine to meet level 1 protection,
That's an English.
and 7 seconds to meet a level 2 protection.
Right. So and you think like that's seconds. Like that's really all
Seconds.
it takes, right? Seconds. Zone 2 must have impact protectors. It needs to last 4 seconds on the Cambridge abrasion machine to meet level 1 protection and 7 seconds to meet level 2. Same thing. So zone 1 and 2 must be pretty close in proximity, you know.
So if
Let's
we're
see.
looking at that levels 1 and 2, it's the forearm area, the shoulders area,
just
the
above
hips,
the penis.
just above the
Yeah, the
penis, the
hips.
hips and leg,
Knees.
and the thigh.
Yep. Yep.
Right? So those are really high impact areas. So you want to keep those covers. Let me tell you, if I wipe out and my tattoos get all messed up on my shoulders, I'm not going to be happy.
The
But
areas
anyway, I
where
ride
the stripes are is where you should not have tattoos, just in case.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
Okay, all right.
But nice try. So zone 3.
Oh, wait, you got forward.
That's
I
okay.
messed up. All right, I'll
You do zone 3.
Okay, because you got to do the pee-pee zone.
Yeah.
Zone 3 requires 1.8 seconds for level 1, 1.8 seconds, wow, and 2.5 for level 2.
Wow, that's one Mississippi.
Yeah.
One Mississippi is
Imagine
all
turning that
off.
fast.
I can't. I'd be like in seizure mode.
One.
So zone 4, the penis area. It can be used for ventilation and stretch panels. Yo, we don't make this shit up. It's really written here. Can be used for ventilation and stretch panels, but must still last 1 second on the abrasion.
Well, that's about the average, isn't it?
1 second on the abrasion. I can't even read this. I'm gonna try to read this without laughing. It can be used for ventilation and stretch panels, but still must last 1 second on the abrasion ring for level 1 and 1.5 seconds on level 2.
Is it good for you?
It's for ventilation and abrasions for 1 second.
Stretch. Oh, I don't think we're talking about motorcycles anymore.
Oh, it was the penis area, guys. Oh, Lord help us.
See what I get? I'm trying to give us all like some visuals here.
Listen, we're really trying to protect you when we want you
Always
to
use
dress
protection.
sexy.
Even if it's just for 1 second.
Make sure it stretches. It has proper ventilation. Because you don't want that shit all tight and stinky.
Okay. All right. Well,
Can we get back to the Kevlar clothing, please?
check out the Kevlar clothing on anywhere. Let us know what you find. I'm gonna look into those overalls. Woo!
I'm gonna take that home and tell my mom.
She's watching. She's gonna.
Yeah,
Amy, you
I'm
said
gonna
penis.
video-
Amy, you said penis 15 times.
I'm
So
gonna
this-
videotape me telling my mom about that picture.
Do it. Okay, that could be
It's
one
gonna
of
be
our.
it's gonna be on TikTok.
So, although I think the top, like you can see the top areas, like your shoulder, your elbows.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
be mindful of that. You
Your
can still
waist.
look sexy. Yeah, in
Your
your
thighs
waist.
and your
Yeah,
waist,
your
right?
thighs and your waist. You can still look sexy. I love wearing the sexy tops. I'm on the same page.
You have a
with
very
you.
sexy top on today, though.
Thank
I love
you.
that top.
Thank
It's
you.
new. It's pretty.
You have a very sexy headband on today. I love it.
Thanks.
So yeah, so let us know what you find out. Stay
So-
protected, even if it's only for a second, which it usually is. Okay.
Okay. So, product highlight. I have it right here. As a matter
Yeah,
of
let's
fact.
change the subject.
I have made these. Okay, so past weekend, me and Michelle had split ways this weekend, and we both had. She did the ride. I had double booked for I had double booked us on accident, and I had a vending event, and I made a whole bunch of spiritual stuff to bring to this vending event, and these are our new blessing bags that we have, guys.
Yay.
So we have a lot of spiritual stuff that was brought into the store, into our boutique here, and these actually come. These feathers that are in this set are all found by me. So
Oh.
that's some added energy that's in these bags. Is I have hand chosen all of the
That's so
feathers,
nice.
and I have found them all. The one thing I did have a little trouble finding was these cute, tiny little albacore shells. They're really hard to find.
Really?
in the
'Cause you'd
travel
think in Florida
size.
you would be able to.
You would think so, right? So I'm just gonna bring it up so you guys can see how really small it is, right? Like this is my palm, and that's how small this shell is. But I did find them, and they do have the pre-holes in them. They're also packaged with loose sage for burning and a small stick of the scent Apollo. I smell that scent Apollo. It is so, I got a really good dealer on that.
How would you describe it? Almost kind of like woody, coconutty.
It's minty wood. Oh, it's just amazing, and the energy that it brings is so phenomenal. So I do room blessings, house blessings, that kind of stuff, right? People will call and say, like, I have a girlfriend who's moving back up to Palm Coast, and Melissa called me, and she's like, you need to come bless the house, sage the house for me. And I'm like, okay, I'll put that on my to-do list. Like, I know it's an important event, and she's not there till the 15th, so I'm working it into my schedule. But these are so awesome when, look, it comes in this cute little package.
Love that.
Right? And I literally keep one of these in my purse.
You could keep it on your bike.
I have one in my saddlebag too. You're so
just
cute.
to, like if you have negative, like if you
Right.
cut off or something.
Yes, and see, and this is what's great
Smudge
about
them.
it is everything is right in this cute little bag.
Love it.
Right? And these are $15 in shop. But if you mention seeing this product on the show, you're gonna get them for $12.99.
I love it.
Yes. So again,
I just felt
these
like
are
Home Shopping Network.
Did
for
you?
a minute.
So everything
We should
is
have, like, a
packaged. The feathers are packaged.
order within
The
15
sage is packaged. The scent Apollo. Everything is packaged individually. So if you do decide to carry it in your purse or put it in your saddlebag, nothing is going to get damaged.
Now, what about for people that don't, like, that want to do this? Like, they're really interested. Like, you know, Amy, I'd love to, like, cleanse my bike, bless my home, use this stuff, but I don't know what I'm doing. Is it, like, can you tell them, or is there instructions?
There is a little instruction package on how to sage and cleanse the energies
Excuse me.
using these products.
All that
It is
laughing.
a little insert inside of here on a wood witchery card, and that comes enclosed in here. So you basically burn it as you are releasing all the negative energies, and you are inviting love and light in, releasing the
better.
negativity, and then the Santa Paulo actually, because when you're dispensing the negative, you need to bring in the positive, right?
Makes sense.
Oh, and I just love the way it smells. It's amazing. My sister actually picked something up of mine the other day. It was in the car, and she's like, oh yeah, this one's yours. I'm like, well, what does that mean? She goes, it smells like sage. Because I burn sage in my room every
And
day.
it does, I mean, it does, like, create a different feeling. Like, you know, when you walk in somewhere and you're like, oh my God, this place just feels so good.
People say that about our boutique all the time. They walk
Yeah.
in here and they're like, oh, it smells so good in here. It's just, they come in and it's like,
Yeah.
I hear
Yeah.
that a lot from our customers, and that's what it is, because we sage in here a lot, and we burn, prosperity incense
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That's
And the
another
Palo
show.
Santo too. I think we have like a
Stick
big one.
of
I
it,
love
yeah.
the little
Mhm.
babies.
I love the
That
little
is so cute.
babies. I actually had cut them down to go into the travel packs.
Oh.
Because I got
So
big
you
sticks.
cut them down? So
I-
you got
yeah.
the feathers and you made them into little
And I
tea
made,
towels.
yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. And I have a local sage grower. She actually, my girlfriend Mallory's sister, has sage bushes all up and down her yard. And I tried to harvest a piece of it, but it didn't work. I have to get like a root thing to make it myself.
Oh, like a root tone or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something to help it root, because if we put it in a glass and it didn't work, it just dried up. But I have sage like drying all over my room because I love to bundle it, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
So that's like homegrown
yeah,
sage?
yeah, it's
Aw.
homegrown sage from here in South. Everything is just, that's the best part of
What
what
they
we
call that
do
in the
is
70s. Homegrown. Yeah.
homegrown. Yeah, man, we got some homegrown sage going on in here. So yeah, that is the product of the week, and again, that's it's mentioned
I love
seeing
it.
it on the show, and you get severe discounts.
Excellent. And do you are you limited, like, or you can make more, like you have tons
Oh
of it?
yeah. I have some in stock, and the stock can be replenished at any time.
Cool.
And they are also available on my website, which is thewoodwitchery.com. And they will be going up on the vendor portion of Yankee Dave's Motorsports. So we're going to get them all together.
Nice. Which actually we could probably just spend a second on that before we go over.
Do that,
Because Amy's products and my products are getting moved over into the shop.yankeedaves.com. So basically if you go to yankeedaves.com, you'll see online shopping tab. And that includes, all of the merchandise that you can buy, from Yankee Dave's retail. But we just recently set up this new thing where you go in there and obviously definitely sign up as a customer to buy stuff because, it's great stuff and you'll be on the mailing list and you'll know what's going on.
And all that kind of stuff, yeah.
But if you have, this is where it gets really good, if you have take-off motorcycle parts that you've been trying to get rid of, they're filling up your garage.
Butch, go in your attic.
Butchie, and I can think of it, I could go,
Right.
yeah, go in your garage, go in your attic, pull them up, shine them up, please. Take a picture. But you go to, and then, or if you have a bike that you want to sell,
Yes.
right? We have so many people coming in that are like, oh, I'm looking for a bike. Oh, do you know where I can sell my bike? Oh, can you help me sell my bike?
That's what prompted you to do it in the first place, right?
because the shop just got so busy, and then with us up front, we started getting really busy, and so now you can go there, and up in the very, very top is a little sign up as a seller, or or log in seller. And when you click that, if you haven't signed up, you sign up, and then you get approved, and you can sell your stuff. We take a small commission, of course, because that's how it works.
That's all right.
That's all right, baby. Come up and see me sometime. But you can make some money without even leaving. You could do it in your underwear. We don't want pictures of you in your underwear. Well, maybe some people we might. Yeah. But anyways,
speaking of which,
underwear.
National Women's Ride Day had amazing.
I forgot the picture.
Oh God, she's gonna show you. She's gonna have to pull it up on her phone. She went to a male bike wash, bitches. A male bike wash.
You
was
all
at
asked for it, yeah.
Ask
Harley
and you shall
Davidson,
receive.
Space Coast Harley Davidson.
They had some beefy boys with tattoos, and Michelle got her picture taken with them, and I was so jealous because I wanted my bike washed by some beefy boys.
I just love this about us that we just kind of go, wee.
Yeah, but
wee.
well, you were talking about it, and it just made me remember.
It's like the best day ever.
It was so good for you.
So they were basically washing the bikes. They had all male bike wash. I swear, Space Coast Harley Davidson.
Watches our show.
Yeah, they must, right? Yeah.
They must.
How do I get
show.
it without the
Just
words?
do that. Yeah. There
Okay.
you go.
And so they had the all male, but get this, girls and guys. So they were taking the picture for Space Coast HD, and I'm just watching because my bike's in the background, that white one. I got the bike washed. I flashed my 20, and I was like, "Hey boys, this 20 could be yours." It was so much fun, and they were loving it. They were having a blast.
Look at those beefy
So
boys,
they called me into the picture, and I was like,
For
"Are
real?
you shitting me right now?" Right?
Oh,
So
there's spirit bumps
I love
everywhere,
it.
girl.
So, of course, I throw, I'm like, I don't have my phone. I'm like, to my husband, Dave, I'm like, Dave, this is like a picturable moment, right? So, thank you to Space Coast Harley Davidson, which is in Palm Bay, for listening. We would love to see some more all-male bike washes. It was so much fun. So much fun. Like, I can't even tell you. It was just so much fucking
good
fun.
times.
And you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to be able to whistle.
You know what time that is, girls.
Right into this, right? So actually, I got to take a minute because I don't know if I did I don't think I updated the Babe of the Week name.
Oh,
I know.
it's
you
okay.
get to see my forehead. Hello, everybody. This is what I look like with Granny McGranny glasses.
Granny macaroni glasses.
Granny macaroni. So today's Babe of the Week is, she has an awesome name. Her name is Michelle.
Woo woo.
And, oh, why did I do that? I just put in,
It's all good though.
it's all good in the hood. It just wouldn't be our show if we didn't, have to do.
Exactly.
And, I love her story. Well, about 20 years. Yeah, that looks good. We'll call that 20 years.
Yeah.
Michele S. What a freaking hot
Trip.
What a hot ticket. What a fun, very easygoing, very laid back. She's from the Bronx in the house. She loves our show. She watches our show. In fact, that's how she found us to have her work.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, I don't know if you all remember a little while back, and some of you probably know Richard from Fast Frank's when they had the fire and the great tragedy where he passed away, and all of the customers were just kind of everybody. The whole community was just well. Her neighbors that she rides with went to Fast Frank's, right? So they kept telling her, go to Fast Frank's. He's really
So
good. He'll take
sad.
care of you. Fast Frank, Richard, wonderful person, excellent mechanic, good advice, So
Right.
the day she decided to go to Fast Frank's was the day of the fire. So she's like, no, I don't know where to go. So she starts Googling. She finds Yankee Dave's on Google, but she sees our shows, right? So she's like, oh, man. And basically she said, her name's Michelle.
Your
My
name's Michelle.
I think I gotta be in a good place.
Yes.
And she's from New York. She's from the Bronx, right?
Good, right?
She's
New England.
she's New England. She was in. So she wrote a long time ago, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit of her story because I just we chatted. She hung out with me yesterday. We had an absolute blast. I can't even tell you how much fun I had, Michelle, chatting with you. And I was like, I said to her, hey, it would be my babe of the week because I think that would be awesome. Like, you're such a hot ticket. So, so she's got 20 years total. And I put 20 years because 20 years is 20 years. You know what I mean?
For
Hi,
real.
Robin.
Robin's
Thank
on.
you for checking
Woo-woo.
in. So she is a retired New York City physical education teacher, right? So her
Nice.
body has had its toll, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it hasn't really, but she's like, but with being, in the physical ed, for people that are very active at a younger age, your body, you really do get a lot of injuries that,
Right.
that later on in life, and she's not like all walking around in a cane. She's very active still, but
Good.
you feel those aches and pains. That's why
Yeah.
she's on a trike. She started out on 2 wheels. So she was living, she was in her early 20s. She was living in a suburb of New York City, so out in the country out there, beautiful country, when she saw a beautiful motorcycle that she had to have. It was a Honda 250cc. Now, it was teal and fuchsia.
Shut the front door. That's my bike.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Yes.
That's why I added
girl.
this morning, and she just loved the colors. So she's like, you two are like kindred spirits. With that teal and
Yes. She
fuchsia.
was here for a reason.
Right. So she had the bike delivered because she had no freaking idea how to ride it. She's just like, that I want.
Same thing with me.
Gotta have it.
Spirit bumps everywhere.
I know, I love it, right?
Real.
So she had the bike delivered, and within a week, she taught herself how to ride. And 2 months later, she bought a bigger bike, which was a Honda Shadow, 750cc. We have a couple ladies that ride that have been our babes of the week, and
I love
Robin
this.
loves that she's riding a trike.
That's right.
Michelle, Robin loves that you're riding a trike, and her trike is gorgeous. I mean, the colors, like when I went out to get the van and look at it, it's got like these like flecks of like, it looks like gold, but it's like sparkly tangerine.
Really?
Oh my God, beautiful colors. So
Oh yeah, look at that.
it's a freewheeler, Robin, just in case you like the looks of it, you look for a freewheeler. I know Robin and Martha,
mom, yep.
yeah, both of them are thinking of getting trikes.
Yeah,
so.
they should.
So she got the bigger bike, Honda Shadow, rode around on that. Now, when she moved back into the city, her and I were talking about this a little bit too. In New York City, the Bronx, and I mean, it's just
Not a place to ride.
not a place to ride. I mean, you can, but there's a lot. Like, you think riding in Florida is bad. Man, try riding through the cross Bronx. It's just
Yes.
not happening. And then the drivers out here, they may be like, la, 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 the 3-lane crossover. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. You can drive defensively. Like, the New Yorkers are going to be like, we were talking like, get out of my way,
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
not that mean, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah,
Don't
maybe
cut
that mean.
Amy off on her bike because you will see a side of her that is evil.
The New Englander comes out.
Oh, for real.
So she moved back to the city and she sold her bike because of that traffic, and she missed it every day, right? for 20 years. So really, if we do the math on how long Michele has been riding, it's a lot longer than 20 years. Because breaks, like you know what I mean? There's a reason for that. You're always, it's in your heart, you know what I mean?
It's like riding a bicycle. You will never forget how to ride.
Yeah. So she told herself one day she would retire and ride again. So here she is now. She retired. She moved to Florida in 2017. I'm so glad she did. And she bought the bike. She bought a bike. That beautiful Harley freewheeler. That's our babe of the week. She's always loved the sense of freedom that she gets when she rides. And it's an empowering feeling. And, you know, she does have a message for other women who are thinking of riding in the future, or other women that ride. And she said, never underestimate yourself. I love that. Because as women, you know, even as men, but we underestimate ourselves, and she says never underestimate yourself. And if you're a beginner, go at your own pace.
I love
Amy,
that. Yeah.
if you got to be a fainting goat for a little while in your park, you got to be a fainting goat for a while in your park. Start out with short rides that you're comfortable with, and once you gain that confidence, the fear and anxiety will subside, and that's so true. And you'll see that
everything she's like, we are like eye to eye on that. Me and Michele. Michele, I love it.
Isn't that great?
Do.
You two are like, I mean, you will meet, like Amy's here on Tuesdays, and well, she knows your days.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah.
But yeah, you definitely will meet in person. But what a wonderful, wonderful person. And she says after 20 years of not riding, I was terrified to start again at 55 years old, right? She doesn't even look 55. She's such a cutie. She's like, I hate all the pictures of me on a bike. I go, are you kidding? If you only knew how many photos. Remember our picture for the banner for our...
Oh my God, Dave took like 100 pictures and yeah.
I think I almost scratched your eyes out because you were like, delete, delete, delete.
And you're like, ah!
We have to have one.
I'm like, ah!
I don't think I want to work with this woman. She's like about
no.
out over the picture.
And I brought them all back. I took them out of the trash can. Saved them.
Yeah, because I was going to kick her ass.
She was so fucking bad.
Be like, I'm sorry, Amy. Don't beat me. So, terrified to start at 55 years old. Now, 4 years later, I feel like I never stopped riding. And that's why I say like that.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
And she says, and I get to spend my retirement cruising along the ocean on A1A. And if you have not done that,
what a beautiful ride.
Oh, it should be on your bucket list. And we do have that as one of our show topics, right?
We do have that as a show topic, yeah. Oh, Michele, I would love to meet you. Come down on a Tuesday, Thursday, and say what up to Amy, and we'll exchange digits, and then we'll bring you out on some of our chick rides, man.
Oh my God, that'd be so much fun.
Yes.
And she's going to be getting in touch with you anyways because she loved the wood carving.
Oh.
Like, come in, if you're ever in Vero or you live nearby, come check it out, because seeing the stuff in person, you know, and we have fun, and we say, oh, we just want to sell you shit, but I mean, it's like probably 50-50, because I don't know, we have way more fun doing the show.
We do have so much fun.
And when you see the stuff in person, it really...
You're like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Seriously.
People say that all the time when they come in here.
Yeah.
They're like, I am amazed. Yes.
In some of our, when we do the behind the scenes shows, we'll have to get like videos of like all the holy shits when people are, or like, wow, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good, right? So, thank you, Michele.
Thanks,
You're our
Michele.
Babe of the Week.
Yay.
You are
Thanks for watching.
Beautiful, inside and out, and thank you for watching our show. You know, yeah.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate that. I get
For
the mouse
real.
over there, so.
That's okay. You're gonna grab it. So.
Today's like bouncy Michele day.
It's
Let's
better
just-
than bouncing Amy day.
This is what everybody's been waiting for. Drum roll.
The spin of the week.
Oh, I like that. It sounded a
So,
little evil.
Amy's spiritual spin of the week. So today I was in prayer meditation this morning, and Spirit brought upon my heart to do a pick a card reading for today's spiritual spin.
Love it.
Wasn't what I intended for today, but as I was doing my prayer meditation this morning, sometimes I'll post it on Facebook, like pick a card, and everyone loves to just pick, and then in the afternoon I'll post the results and stuff like that. So this was the option. Card number 1. Is this Silverstone?
That is.
I'm like
Is that like
drawn
a blue goldstone or something like
It's
that?
goldstone, thank you.
It's
So
a
we have
blue
the blue goldstone, which is
Beautiful.
the first one. It's a triangle.
Yeah, you want me to do Vanna for you?
For
'Cause
sure.
that will give people
Yes.
pick a card if you haven't already.
Yes, pick one. So up near the can. There you go. That's the blue goldstone, and then that's a triangle. Then we have the egg oblite, which I absolutely love. Oblite, it's one of my favorites. And why am I drawing a blank on this one too, Michelle?
Lapis.
Thank
no?
you.
Yeah. Looks like lapis.
It's blue lapis. Thank you. And the blue lapis triangle. So card 1 is
That was
the
pretty.
first triangle, the dark blue.
Oh, this might be sodalite. Is it sodalite?
Robin.
It's either sodalite or
Sodalite.
lapis, but we'll
might
call
be
that one the
sodalite.
earth.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
think it's
earth.
sodalite. I didn't think it was blue lapis. It looked
Okay.
like sodalite. So those are the choices. So if you haven't yet, take a moment, take a deep breath,
I already picked mine, but I'm going to play along.
and pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. So I posted this morning, and I posted it on my page, Wood Witchery, on Creative Chicks That Ride, on Yankee Davis Motorsports, and then I tallied them all up.
Ooh.
So the
Ooh.
winning card is the one I'm going to show you first,
Love
and
it.
that is the middle card, and that is the opalite.
Beautiful.
We had great card pulls for this morning, like amazing. So this one, do you want to be Vanna for me again?
I'll do Vanna for you, honey.
So the middle one is,
Oh, it's a little caterpillar.
it's the caterpillar, it's the hanged man. So it's the time that the monarch butterfly will, it's time to reflect. That's what the hanged man means. It's time to go in and reflect. So the monarch butterfly patiently waits for its transformation. So you could also benefit from stillness at this time. So if you picked that card, now is the time to meditate for wisdom and also for to try and get a different perspective on a situation, right? So stillness and waiting is the best advice of this card because your transformation will come, but in the stillness is where we grow the most. So that is the
Love
hanged
it.
man. Okay. And then I'm
Excuse
going to
me.
go to
All
the
that
first
laughing.
card because that was the second runner-up. Was
That's
the
the one
first
I
card,
picked.
and that was the Empress. Right. So the Empress, when this card appears, it was actually in reverse, Michelle. So you need to be careful not to overextend yourself, right?
That
So
makes
remember, you need to put on your own oxygen mask before you can save other people. So take care of yourself. Do for you, because if we don't do what's right for us, we can't help other people. If we don't do good for us, then we can't be good for anyone else. So it's just a reminder to take care of self before you do other people. And thank you for making my Empress run across the screen. Thanks, Michelle.
She's leaving now. I love it.
And the third card.
That makes sense for me.
Right.
That really
right.
does.
It does. It does. Right.
Did
Right-
you pick one
right
for you?
on that.
Or should I ask you that
Um,
after?
I picked this one here.
Okay.
So the third one was the one I chose.
Oh,
right?
It's like that cool coffee that you
And
get at
it, well,
the fancy
it's
coffee
so
shop.
funny because what I got from Spirit, right, was that the latte reminds us of the heart-pounding espresso, but that espresso is made with sweetness, and it's blended so sweetly, right? So it's such an amazing card because it's all about abundance and new love, and manifesting and attracting, and that's me into a T. And I was amazed when that card came up because I am a really powerful manifester. Like, it's just something I'm gifted with, that I can manifest things in my life. And so it's really good. It's a positive omen when you chose this card. It is in regards to new love and affection. So keep your heart wide open right now, you know, because again, that espresso is made with so many different components, but when blended together, it's so sweet.
Don't you have a date coming up?
Yeah,
I
I
love it. Ooh, wait.
There goes Michelle. And
Thanks,
Kat's
Michelle.
in on it too. Yeah, Kat, I haven't forgot about you. Wait till I get home
Sip your
tonight.
coffee. I love
But
that.
yes, so I am going to meet a new friend, Rich, that I've been talking to, cute guy, really nice, chit-chatting away, and we kind of dig each other. So we're going to get together this weekend, and that brings us right up to...
What's going on this weekend?
What's going on this
what
weekend?
What are we going to be doing? Oh, my, OMG, Becky.
For real.
In honor of the 80s, right?
Yes.
MJ. So I'm always talking about Chimps on a Limb.
You are.
I love
We
it.
like them.
Not only is
We've
Ronnie,
seen
yeah, we've seen them. Not only is Ronnie like one of my friends, and our friends, and he's a tremendous artist. Like he's just so talented, and his group is so talented. Their music is great. They just get a great vibe. They have a great following, and so this weekend. They are playing tomorrow evening at Crocodillo's.
Great.
They've been kind of going back and forth between Crocodillo's and the Tiki Bar.
Yeah.
But Crocodillo's is a little bit closer to us. It's in Fort Pierce. They're 7 to 11 p.m. This is what they look like. So if you hear me always talking about the guys Chimps on a Limb,
this
is them. Yeah. And so Ronnie is the second one in on
the dark blue.
No.
Or the arms crossed.
The arms crossed. That's
I can't
Ronnie.
see that far.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
So he's the second one in, but I don't know how everyone's seeing this. If you see it the same way.
He's the one like this.
He's the one like this, like look at me, right? Like Eminem. No, they're really talented. So if you get a chance and you're looking for something to do, check out Chimps on a Limb. Saturday.
Check that out.
Like
we
I
were
was
mind blown.
I said to Amy, Amy, listen. I probably was a little lazy this week. Well, not lazy. It was a very busy week.
Listen, and it's May,
Absolutely.
and Mother's Day's coming up, so there's not really that much events going on.
Yeah, so I was like, all I could find is Chimps on a Limb. And don't get me wrong, they rock. They are awesome.
That's good enough.
Yeah, really. But I was like, look, there's nothing. And Amy said, well, you always check Earl's. I don't know. What do you
I
want?
always check Earl's because I love Earl's Pizza. I go there almost every weekend. You can find me there on a Saturday or Sunday, stuffed in my mouth with their pizza. I love their freaking pizza.
So if you want to meet Amy in person, just look for the girl in purple stuffing her face with pizza. There's probably like
you'll see the teal. Hey Michelle, you'll see the teal and fuchsia bike out front with a little witch's broom on the ass end. And a moon on the seat.
Remind me to show you. Dave installed some really kick-ass Bluetooth speakers that we need to buy.
Them.
And then she paired her phone with it, and she was rocking out good taste in music too. Cause she
shut the front
on
door.
her phone, and I was like, man, Amy wears the buds, and I can't wear the.
No,
so
I don't like my buds when I'm riding, but I gotta have music. I gotta have music.
So Shovelhead. That's what we were getting at. Shovelhead. Like the real Shovelhead? Come on.
And I invited Rich to go to Shovelhead with us. I did invite him to come to Shovelhead. I'm meeting him in the afternoon, and we'll take it from there.
Does he know that like his dating experience with you may be like a public affair? Is he aware of this?
I don't know, but I know he watches our show.
Okay.
He thinks we're pretty comical. He does. He thinks we're comical.
I like him already.
Yeah, he does like our show, and sometimes he watches it. He'll do the retakes at night. We've talked about it. Yeah. But you know, that's another show for us guys. We have some good shows coming up.
Amy's dating life is not personal.
Thanks to my BFF right here, Michelle, who makes it public on every show.
I want to make sure that, listen, if he can handle it, then
listen, this is
of
who
your
I am.
caliber.
That's
he
right.
needs to be able to handle this. Because
I'm a busy woman.
It's all about me.
Oh, okay.
Not you. Me.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because if somebody takes
are you living vicariously? Oh, somebody takes you away.
That too. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, then he's like, I mean, honestly, like. There's a fine line.
There is, but
friendship.
He'd
be like, well, he doesn't like me
I'm
doing
at
the
a
show
point.
anymore.
I'm at a point in my life where
no, I won't do that.
I'm at a point in my life where I'm doing me, and you're going to enhance my life,
Yep.
or you're not going to be in my life.
Exactly.
And
I'm here to make sure that.
And you know what, Michelle? It's funny because guys are like, oh, they always want a girl who's, got her own shit together, and then they meet a woman who who is personally empowered.
Yeah,
right?
And it's too much.
And it's too much because, like Rich, I was busy cramming for this vending view. Kat was out of town. I'm running that business. I'm running this business. I'm getting ready for my vending show. I didn't even have time to fucking wash my JJ. No, I'm kidding. I always wash my vajayjay. But it was really,
You
it
weren't
was
supposed to say
really,
that.
it was really, like, I didn't have time to breathe.
Yeah.
And I have my meetings, and I have my sponsees, and, you know, my life was just overflowing where I would drop in bed at night. So he's like, you don't have any time to date. And I'm like, but wait, my life is back to normal now. And he's like,
I didn't
you
have time
sound
last
like,
week.
yeah, I didn't have time last week, but I do this week. But that's what I'm saying, right? Like, so I have a full life, and I
Yes.
just want somebody who's going to enhance what
Yeah.
I've already created.
Yeah.
And I
What's
don't
that
need
saying?
them to create me, and I'm not
No.
creating them. So it's really hard to find that caliber of a man,
Yeah.
because he has to be secure in what he's doing and who he is.
Yeah.
Because I'm secure and okay with who I am.
Yeah.
So when you come across two different people like that,
We can't get too much into that though, because we're going to
Okay.
do the 10.
okay, stop
Depending
right
on
there.
how that you
It's a
were
new
stopping,
show.
I'm stopping her because we are like we have had, and it's not just me. I am having fun with it though. I just want you to know.
She's running wild with it,
I'm
girls.
running with it. It's all about
Cat's
marketing.
in on it.
It's all about
She's
marketing.
in on it. Michele S, the babe of the week, is probably in on it.
No, it's all about marketing. No, but we are gonna. We do actually have the fans want to know. Like they want to know, like what happened to Tom. They want to know, like what happened to Jim. They want to know what's happening now. Like they really want to know. So we're gonna. And Amy's like, listen, there's a list. There's prerequisites, and if you don't make it past number 2, right? So that's gonna be one of our shows. Let me know what you think of that.
Becky.
Okay, on to the weather. Listen, so can we go out? Is it gonna rain on us? Don't rain on my parade, Amy.
She's fucking killing me, Small. She's killing me. Okay, anyway, to the weather. Weekend weather. Your wife's killing me, Dave. She's just blasting me on social media right now.
No, it's
okay.
coming from a place of love.
That's another show. It's another show. Stay tuned.
You're trapped.
I really am. So weekend weather. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Beautiful. We are riding this
Awesome.
weekend, guys. Less than
Oh, I
10%
love it.
chance all weekend. Get out on those bikes and ride. Meet us at Earl's. I will be there Saturday night. I don't know about anybody
I don't know
else.
if the ball and chain will be out, but
He's gonna come too, I think. We're just gonna go for a little bit and listen to Shovelhead. Rock out with your cock
pizza,
out.
pizza.
Yes, rock out with your cock out this weekend. Crocodillos in oh man, Crocs on a
Earl's.
limb,
Yeah, chimps on a limb.
Chimps on a limb.
Crocs on a limb, though. They shouldn't be
Nah.
on the limb at the same time as the chimps, though. I don't think it would go well.
No, especially if they're in Kevlar clothing.
Stay protected, even if it's only for a second.
And
Thank you for
stretches.
watching.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed
Have a
yourselves
great
today.
week.
Have a great weekend and ride easy.
Take care. We'll see you next week.
Thanks. Ciao, Bella.